beach loft. Come on in.
She left Nickelodeon behind, but her family stayed front and center in a new mansion that's turning heads. In 2025, JoJo Siwa has grown up into her own ultra-glam home, shared with her supportive parents and younger brother whose bond is stronger than ever. From surprise upgrades and hidden rooms to the real family dynamic fans never see online, JoJo's new house tour is full of jaw-dropping revelations. Ready to step inside the world behind the sparkle and bows? Let's go. Jessalyn and Tom Siwa. JoJo Siwa's parents, Jessalyn Siwa, née Lombardi, and Tom Siwa, played pivotal roles in shaping the young star's journey, offering unwavering support, guidance, and a grounded foundation in the often chaotic world of fame. While JoJo's rainbow-colored bows, explosive performances, and candid personality brought her into the limelight, it was the deep, hands-on involvement of her parents that helped sustain her steady climb from a Midwest dancer to an international pop culture icon. Jessalyn Siwa, a proud Italian-American and professional dance instructor, has always been JoJo's fiercest advocate and creative collaborator. Long before the world knew her daughter's name, Jessalyn was already training her in dance studios across Nebraska. Her own experience in the competitive dance scene gave JoJo an early edge. Jessalyn knew the rigorous discipline, stage presence, and emotional toughness required to thrive. She served not only as JoJo's manager in those early years, but as her coach, stylist, and unofficial brand consultant. Their bond was first introduced to mainstream audiences during JoJo's appearance on Lifetime's reality show, Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition, and later, more famously, on Dance Moms. Jessalyn, known on the show for her fierce protection of JoJo's individuality and flamboyant style, was often portrayed as unapologetically ambitious. But behind the drama and the edits was a mother who believed wholeheartedly in her daughter's potential and refused to let her be boxed into conformity. Jessalyn pushed for JoJo's right to wear her signature glitter, neon colors, and giant bows, a branding decision that would later define her image and catapult her into mainstream popularity. Even after JoJo left Dance Moms and began focusing on music and digital content creation, Jessalyn remained a vital part of her team. She helped manage JoJo's early YouTube success, where her daughter's comedic timing and candid behind-the-scenes videos attracted millions of young fans. Jessalyn has also continued to participate in JoJo's career by producing projects under their joint entertainment label, XOMG Pop, and serving as an advisor as JoJo navigates new creative ventures. While JoJo and Jessalyn often take the spotlight, Tom Siwa, JoJo's father, has been a steady and supportive figure behind the scenes. A licensed chiropractor of Polish descent, Tom has kept a relatively low public profile throughout JoJo's rise to fame. But within the family, his role has been equally critical. Tom's calm demeanor and practical mindset have provided the grounding energy needed to balance out the high-octane world JoJo inhabits. He was instrumental in managing the household and providing emotional support, while Jessalyn and JoJo traveled frequently for auditions, competitions, and television tapings. Despite the distance and the industry's pressure, Tom made it a priority to keep the family close-knit. He and JoJo share a warm father-daughter bond, with JoJo often crediting him for encouraging her to remain humble and kind in the face of fame. Tom continues to support JoJo behind the scenes, and although he doesn't often appear in her videos or on social media, he's part of the bedrock that has enabled her to dream boldly without losing her moral compass. Even as JoJo's fame has skyrocketed, from touring arenas to starring in music videos, competing on Dancing with the Stars, and becoming a powerful LGBTQ+ voice, her parents have remained deeply involved in her life. Unlike many young stars who drift from their families under the glare of celebrity, JoJo has openly expressed how important her parents remain in her day-to-day decisions. In interviews, JoJo has shared that her family is everything to her. She frequently brings her mom along on tours, shoots, and promotional events, not just as a manager but as a trusted confidant. And while Tom stays home more often, he remains in close contact and visits frequently, offering emotional and logistical support. Their family dynamic is often described as collaborative and rooted in trust. Jesselyn has said that she has always strived to give JoJo the tools to speak up for herself while providing the boundaries and discipline necessary to navigate the industry responsibly. Together, the Siwas have built a rare dynamic, a showbiz family that has avoided the typical pitfalls of child stardom. In recent years, as JoJo enters adulthood and begins to explore deeper layers of personal growth and identity, her relationship with her parents has evolved but remains just as strong. The year 2025 has been a transformative one for JoJo, both professionally and personally. She has taken on more mature creative roles, explored diverse musical genres, and participated in philanthropic causes that reflect her growing voice as a young adult. Amidst all this change, her parents remain central figures. Jesselyn continues to mentor younger talents through her involvement in XOMG Pop, while Tom maintains his supportive presence from Omaha, still cheering on every step of JoJo's journey. Jaden Siwa. For those who followed JoJo Siwa's rise from a sparkly, bow-wearing dancer on Dance Moms to a global pop phenomenon, Jaden Siwa is a familiar face. As JoJo's older brother, Jaden often appeared in her early YouTube vlogs, joining in the chaos, pranks, and behind-the-scenes glimpses of their daily family life. With his laid-back humor and protective older brother energy, Jaden became a fan favorite during JoJo's early social media boom. But as JoJo's career skyrocketed and the cameras kept rolling, Jaden quietly began carving out a different path for himself, one that would take him out of the influencer spotlight and into a more grounded, entrepreneurial lane. Born just over 2 years before JoJo, Jaden grew up in Omaha, Nebraska, with the same close-knit, creatively charged environment that shaped his sister. Their mother, Jesselyn, was a dance coach, and their father, Tom, a chiropractor, providing both a structured and encouraging household. Though JoJo was the one destined for center stage, Jaden was never far behind. He supported her fiercely, cheered her on during competitions, and joined her in numerous YouTube videos and family-centered content. During JoJo's early YouTube years, particularly around 2015 to 2018, Jaden played a regular role on her growing channel. From eating challenges and birthday surprises to family vacations and reaction videos, Jaden was often front and center, occasionally vlogging on his own and engaging directly with her millions of fans. His easygoing, sarcastic sense of humor and naturally confident screen presence made him stand out. At one point, he even flirted with building his own online brand, launching a YouTube channel and growing a modest online following. Still, it became increasingly clear that while Jaden was comfortable in front of the camera, his ambitions weren't rooted in social media fame. As he approached adulthood, Jaden made a conscious decision to step away from the vlogging lifestyle that had, for a time, defined his teen years. Rather than chasing the influencer spotlight or trying to replicate JoJo's massive online success, he redirected his energy into something more sustainable and personally fulfilling: real estate. Now, in his early 20s, Jaden Siwa is building a new career as a licensed real estate agent, working in the fast-paced housing market of Los Angeles, where the Siwa family relocated as JoJo's career exploded. His move into real estate wasn't random. It represented a fusion of practical interest and creative strategy, blending his knowledge of branding, his comfort with public speaking, and the hustle he picked up from years spent around showbiz. Jaden's experience growing up in a media-savvy household gave him an unexpected edge in the real estate world. He understands how to present properties with polish, how to build a client base through social media, and how to negotiate and promote with confidence. His polished image, coupled with his approachable personality, has helped him navigate this new industry with growing success. More than just a career shift, Jaden's move into real estate also reflects his desire to build something for himself, away from the expectations and constant visibility that come with being the sibling of a superstar. While he's still incredibly close with JoJo and the rest of his family, He's chosen to lead a life that balances ambition with privacy. On social media, his presence is much more curated and reserved. He occasionally shares glimpses of his career and personal milestones, but has clearly moved past the era of constant content creation. Despite no longer being a regular feature on JoJo's vlogs, the siblings remain tight. JoJo has expressed on multiple occasions how much she values Jaden's loyalty and support. Their relationship, built not on shared fame but on mutual understanding and love, has stayed strong as they each pursue their own lives. JoJo often references her brother in interviews as someone who always keeps it real, someone who never lets fame get to his head, because he knows the family behind the image and the values they were raised with. Jaden also continues to be present for major family events, birthdays, holidays, and life transitions. The Siwas are a close-knit unit, and even as their careers have taken them in different directions, their family connection remains a steady force. Jaden is still the one who'll tease JoJo about her new outfits, offer business advice, or just hang out as a normal sibling, far away from the blinding lights of the red carpet. As of 2025, Jaden is steadily growing his real estate portfolio and establishing himself in the industry. He's also dabbled in personal branding on a smaller scale, appearing on podcasts, occasionally collaborating with other creators in the lifestyle and entrepreneur space, and sharing professional content aimed at young adults navigating their first home purchases. While he's not interested in becoming a full-time influencer again, Jaden knows how to use his platform smartly when needed, often combining media and business in clever, modern ways. New house tour. In early 2025, JoJo Siwa made headlines once again, this time not for a music video or a dazzling dance performance, but for a major real estate move that symbolized a new chapter in her life. The 21-year-old multi-hyphenate star sold her iconic Tarzana mansion, a 6-bedroom, 7-bathroom property that had become as recognizable to fans as her glittery bows and colorful outfits. The sale price? A whopping $4.1 million, which was nearly $100,000 above the listing price, a testament to the home's unique flair and JoJo's marketable presence. For followers who had grown up watching JoJo give home tours, film YouTube skits, and host epic parties at the Tarzana property, it was the end of an era, but also the beginning of something much more evolved. The 6,462-square-foot estate in Tarzana, nestled in Los Angeles' San Fernando Valley, was nothing short of a teenage dream palace. With every inch curated to reflect JoJo's playful, high-energy persona, the home boasted an array of luxe amenities. A spacious gourmet kitchen served as the heart of the home, where JoJo would occasionally film baking videos or behind-the-scenes snack breaks during dance rehearsals. Just off the kitchen was a lively entertainment room complete with custom lighting, games, and bold, colorful decor, and a fully stocked bar area, more for her guests and older family members than for herself, given JoJo's famously clean living image. The backyard was a California dream, featuring a large pool and spa, complete with a lounging area for sun-soaked afternoons. A private sports court allowed her to unwind with basketball and other games, and the outdoor space became a favorite backdrop for many of her music-related shoots and YouTube challenges. The mansion also included customized features such as glitter walls, pop culture murals, and rooms dedicated to storage for JoJo-branded merchandise and wardrobe. It was more than just a home. It was a visual extension of her larger-than-life brand. TMZ was among the first to break news of the sale in early 2025, noting how the Cali living essentials perfectly matched JoJo's high-energy, vibrant lifestyle. The article praised the personalized design touches and how they reflected the entertainer's commitment to staying authentic and on-brand, even in her private space. The sale itself generated buzz not just for the final price tag, but for what it represented. A shift in JoJo's journey from teen starlet to young adult woman, establishing her independence in more sophisticated yet still colorful ways. Fans didn't have to wait long for the reveal of her next move. Within weeks, JoJo dropped a 2025 YouTube video titled something like "Welcome to My Dream Home Tour" that sent the internet into a frenzy. The video, which quickly garnered millions of views, introduced fans to her brand new home, a modern and whimsical estate that offered an evolved version of JoJo's playful aesthetic. Less candy-coated chaos, more polished creativity with intentional branding and emotional depth. One of the standout features in the new home was a 7-Eleven-style candy counter, complete with clear bins of rainbow gummies, sour strips, chocolates, and lollipops. It wasn't just for looks. JoJo has always had a sweet tooth, and the station reflected her commitment to having fun, indulging in joy, and never taking life too seriously. The display, reminiscent of a real convenience store setup, had a self-serve scoop system, LED lighting, and even JoJo-themed treats for guests. Adjacent to that was a dedicated merchandise storage room, a smart addition for someone who has built an empire on bows, dolls, apparel, and accessories. As her brand continues to expand into adulthood, JoJo has made it clear that she's keeping a firm grip on the business side of her career. This behind-the-scenes space was designed not only for storing product, but for managing inventory, filming unboxings, and streamlining shipping for special releases. It's one more sign that JoJo isn't just a performer. She's a brand executive with long-term vision. The new home also features a massive indoor-outdoor play area that functions as both a basketball and volleyball court, surrounded by custom murals and neon lighting. While she's no longer the teenager bouncing around dance rehearsals, JoJo is still highly active and competitive. She's spoken openly about the importance of fitness, mental health, and movement as part of her lifestyle, and this space allows her to unwind, train, and entertain friends without leaving her property. Of course, the pool area in the new house doesn't disappoint either. Bigger and more stylized than her previous home's pool, this one includes multiple lounging zones, a hot tub, a waterfall feature, and even a small built-in stage where JoJo can host mini performances or simply vibe out with music. It's a social hub where content can be filmed, guests can relax, and creativity flows freely. Perhaps most striking of all, though, are the themed bedrooms sprinkled throughout the house. Each room has been designed with intentionality. Some reflect JoJo's childhood loves, like rainbows and unicorns, while others embrace a more mature artistic vibe. One room is entirely decked out in a 90s pop rock theme, complete with posters, record players, and a neon color palette. Another has cozy pastel tones and moody lighting, reflecting JoJo's deeper introspective side. These spaces show her evolution not just as an artist, but as a young woman coming into her own identity, one that respects her past, but makes room for growth and change. In multiple interviews since the move, JoJo has shared that this new home feels like a true grown-up dream house, still full of fun, color, and creativity, but also calmer, more intentional, and more aligned with who she is today. She's been open about using the space not just for work or social media, but as a retreat, a place where she can recharge, reconnect with herself, and dream up her next big projects. Personal evolution. At 22 years old, JoJo Siwa is no longer just the vibrant, bow-wearing child star who burst into the spotlight on Dance Moms and YouTube. In 2025, she's undergoing a remarkable personal and professional transformation, one that fans and critics alike are watching closely. With her larger-than-life persona evolving into something deeper and more authentic, JoJo is stepping into adulthood with honesty, maturity, and boldness. Whether she's redefining her public image, opening up about her personal life, or gearing up for her next global tour, JoJo is proving she's not just here to entertain. She's here to grow. A major turning point came earlier this year when JoJo appeared on the widely watched reality series Celebrity Big Brother UK. Known for its no-holds-barred environment and emotionally charged interactions, the show gave JoJo a platform to reveal new layers of herself in real time. It was during her time on the show that she made a heartfelt and spontaneous public coming out as queer, a declaration that both surprised and inspired viewers. Although JoJo had previously discussed aspects of her sexuality in vague terms and hinted at fluidity in past interviews, her appearance on Big Brother marked the most direct and open acknowledgement of her identity to date. In a candid conversation with housemates, JoJo described the process of understanding her identity as a journey with no shortcuts, adding, "I've always loved loud colors and glitter, but now I'm also embracing the things you can't see, the quiet truths, the things I feel inside." She also reaffirmed her use of she/her pronouns, a quiet but important part of reclaiming and grounding her identity in her own terms. Her openness sparked widespread support online, with many fans applauding her vulnerability and praising her for coming out in such a raw, unfiltered setting. But that wasn't the only headline JoJo generated inside the Big Brother house. Viewers were also captivated by her connection with Chris Hughes, best known as a former contestant on the UK reality dating series Love Island. The chemistry between JoJo and Chris was undeniable, with their flirty banter and genuine conversations quickly becoming a fan-favorite storyline. What began as playful friendship soon deepened into something more. By the time the season wrapped, the pair had made their relationship public, and JoJo later confirmed in an interview that they had started dating shortly after filming concluded. Calling their bond earthquake-proof, JoJo gushed about Chris in a post-show interview, saying, "He's grounded but funny, confident but kind. We've both been through a lot in the public eye, so it's refreshing to meet someone who just gets it." Sources close to the couple report that they've been spending a lot of time together in both the US and UK, sharing snapshots of their adventures on social media, from cozy nights at home to glamorous red carpet appearances. While some fans initially questioned the pairing due to their different backgrounds and fame trajectories, the relationship appears to be thriving on a foundation of mutual respect, humor, and deep emotional understanding. Professionally, JoJo isn't slowing down either. With a decade of experience under her belt, she's now entering what many are calling her second act, a phase defined by stronger artistic direction, more nuanced performance, and a clear desire to evolve beyond her childhood branding. That evolution is about to go center stage again this fall, when JoJo hits the road for her highly anticipated Infinity Heart Tour, launching in September 2025 across the UK and Europe. The tour, described as her most personal and theatrical yet, promises to blend high-energy pop spectacle with moments of raw vulnerability. The show will reportedly feature new music that explores themes of identity, self-love, heartbreak, and resilience, songs inspired by JoJo's recent personal growth, her experiences on Big Brother, and her journey of navigating relationships in the public eye. Longtime fans can still expect dazzling costume changes, bold visuals, and choreography that only JoJo could pull off. But there's a deeper narrative thread running through this production. A young woman reclaiming her voice, her story, and her stage. Ticket demand has already surged across major cities like London, Manchester, Berlin, Amsterdam, and Paris, with additional dates rumored to be added due to overwhelming pre-sale interest. JoJo has teased snippets of the new material on TikTok and Instagram, where she's built a strong following of young adults who've grown up with her, and now see her not just as a pop performer, but as a relatable figure navigating adulthood, love, and identity in real time. Beyond the music and romance, JoJo continues to use her platform to support LGBTQ+ youth, frequently partnering with advocacy organizations and amplifying voices within the community. She's also investing more in business ventures, including merchandise, licensing, and digital content creation. But despite her ever-expanding empire, JoJo seems more grounded than ever. In a recent podcast appearance, she reflected, "It's wild to look back at my journey, from bows and glitter to heartbreak and healing. But I've never felt more like myself than I do right now." What do you think about JoJo Siwa's family in 2025? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.